The visit to the abandoned Johannesburg metro centre,
targeting road damage that residents say has gone unrepaired for years. Community members claim previous attempts to fix the pothole themselves were met with warnings and threats of fines.
So where's all that money going? She's getting the attention of black people.
Hey, and welcome to the Political Show right here on Active FM, where radio has never been better. I'm your girl Cynthia, but you know you can call me Gigs, and with me in studio we have
Gavin Ensslin.
Pastor Gavin Ensslin and
The Black Knight.
The Black Knight, right here on the Political Show, where Christ politics is
Hot politics.
Hot politics. And this week's Hot Politics, we are talking about someone who has been stirring up the political atmosphere here in Johannesburg.
She is stirring the pot, I tell you.
Yes, she is. She is. You know, she's kind of
Making sure that
convincing
nothing's
some of
burning.
us.
Making sure that nothing's burning at the bottom of this pot.
real.
You know what? Her marketing campaign is literally, if you look at the comments, no, her marketing campaign is doing the most.
Yeah, we can call it the pot.
That is the party for sure.
The party.
That
the
does in
party.
DA pot.
DA. And if you haven't caught on, we are speaking about Helen Zille and vision here in
But I mean,
this Johannesburg.
Gigs, let's be honest. It's really hard to take jabs at the City Council of Johannesburg right now.
Really
I mean,
hard.
All the infrastructure is just perfect.
The sarcasm.
Oh,
There's no sewage
sarcasm.
running in the streets. We
Oh
don't
my
have
goodness.
water leaks that go for 5 years.
Exactly. And that's making
know.
me wonder why the other political parties aren't doing anything. They're like not even trying. Like,
No, Gayton McKenzie is busy saying, we
Oh.
support you, Mr. President. We support
Oh,
you.
yes.
You know, he's Mr. Pa. Pa is Afrikaans for father.
wow. Yes. All right. So we are obviously speaking about Helen Zille, and her most recent jab was the visit to the abandoned Johannesburg metro centre. Why is it such a big thing? Because the civic centre in Braamfontein, or the Joburg metro centre, basically holds documents that have to do with the architectural drawings, and some of them dating back to the founding of Johannesburg. All right. So it's not just any building that holds any records. It's very, very important records, historical records in terms of the city in itself, and obviously the homes and buildings that have been built within the city. So these are very, very important documents. And what we found there, what she found there and showed us, is very shocking. Pastor Gav, do you want to give a more brief explanation?
Yeah, well, she went to the Civic Centre, the Metro headquarters. It was actually even 10, 15 years ago. It was a wonderful building. And the building got closed. And they're saying something about it being unsafe. But I mean, this building was only built either late 80s or in the 1990s. It's not even an old building. And, I remember going there in about 2012 or 2013 because we got a 50,000 Rand, water and lights bill. So I went into that building to try and plead my case.
What a way
Also-
to remember it.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, I'm telling you, it's a nightmare. And then another time I also went there because, we were sort of being prosecuted for running a church from our house.
Hey.
So I had to go for a meeting there with one of the town planners up somewhere around the 10th floor somewhere. And, Helen Zille has just put out some videos. And I don't know, Gigs, if after the break, if maybe we're going to show a piece of one.
Yes, definitely.
I think we must show the piece, that the video number 3, where you've got all the plans. And
yeah.
the way they're lying there. And just to mention, in another video, there's they're walking through the place and you see KFC, packaging, and there's a slip from March 2026 this year.
10th
this
of
year.
March.
10th of March,
Mm-hmm.
which means people are using the building.
Yep.
I think we should just move on with the show because I'm quite speechless, but anyway.
Yes, that is what we're going to talk about. It's going to be hot, as always, right here on the Political Show, where Christ politics is
Hot politics.
hot politics. So we are looking into, or we are looking at the whole thing with the Johannesburg Metro Center and what Helen Zille basically showed when her and her team went in it. And we're going to show, so she basically put out 3 videos. And the first video was about how they tried to get in and they couldn't let them in. They didn't want to let them in. I think they got kicked out twice. And then eventually they found a way in the third time. Then the second video, she speaks about, she basically shows as they enter what's happening and all the rubbish and stuff that are just in the building, and the broken stuff, the broken equipment, and all of these things. And like Pastor Gavin mentioned, the recent food, the fact that people are eating and just leaving the boxes there, but that's a different thing. But there was a receipt, a KFC receipt that dated back to the 10th of March 2026, meaning that there are people using the building. And then there was the third video that she put up in terms of the basement. And I'm not going to say a lot. You guys can see it for yourself.
This basement holds over 1 million documents, building plans, property drawings, zoning files, and servitude diagrams, some dating back to the very founding of Joburg. This is not just paper. This is the foundation of every property transaction, every renovation, every development approval in this city. These records represent your rights. And now they are abandoned in the dark, exposed to damp, vermin, and theft. Since the Metro Centre was shut down in 2023, these archives have been sealed off and effectively become inaccessible. The city says the lifts don't work, so the files can't be retrieved. That's the excuse. Broken lifts. Really? Now let me tell you what that means in practice for individuals and industries. Homeowners cannot sell their properties because banks refuse to grant bonds without approved building plans. Conveyancers are having to rewrite contracts. Buyers are walking away from deals. Architects are being forced to redraw plans from scratch at a cost of up to 100,000 Rand per property for plans that already exist, right here, gathering dust in the basement. A simple home renovation, such as converting a window into a sliding door, for example, probably a 15,000 Rand job, balloons to 30,000 Rand or more because the original plans are inaccessible in a city building. And it gets worse. Syndicates have been breaking into this basement to steal plans and sell them back to desperate residents. The Sunday Times exposed city officials soliciting bribes of up to 2,000 Rand just to retrieve a single set of plans. The Johannesburg Heritage Foundation has called this archive priceless and irreplaceable, and it is being treated like rubbish. The city promised that by July last year, a service provider would begin digitizing these records. That never happened. The online portal is dark. The transactional advisor that was supposed to be appointed by June 2025 is still not appointed. The entire property development pipeline in Joburg is grinding to a halt. That means the economy is grinding to a halt. If you vote me in as mayor, we will secure and digitize this archive as one of our top priorities. These records will be retrieved, protected, and made accessible. Not in 10 years, not after yet another feasibility study, but as an immediate priority. Because a city that cannot process a building plan is a city that cannot grow. Joburg's property sector should be an engine of economic growth and job creation. Instead, it is being strangled by incompetence and corruption. That ends with a DA government.
That is crazy. Obviously, at the end of the video, she's speaking about if you vote for her and what the DA will do and things like that. But I want us to speak more in terms of the Joburg Metro Center. So it's been closed since 2023, since 2023, because it was declared unsafe. And it's been sitting empty and deteriorating for almost 3 years now. And thousands, I think she mentioned over 2,000 employees had to move out, and the city is now renting other office spaces. I mean, if you look at this building is huge. Right now, you've got the city renting other office spaces, and it's costing taxpayers a lot of money so that we can host what's this? And I'm saying we, even though I'm not South African, because I do pay tax, you know. So what's this? So that we can host these city employees in the other offices. And the reason there is an outrage about this mismanagement, because the building is being neglected and just being left out there to decay. And there's billions in potential repair costs. And the most importantly are the records. I think in one of the videos, she speaks about the fact that if you request one of these records, then one of the excuses they'll give is that the elevators are not working, so they can't go get these the records and whatever. And if you look at the conditions at which these documents are left, they are being left at risk. It's not even like they were stored somewhere nicely in a room that will not cause the documents to deteriorate. But these archives and these documents are left in a very, very horrible position. Yeah, so they basically went into the center to inspect it, in inverted commas. It was the DA councillors, there was an MP as well, and their goal was to check the condition of the building and to find out what's happening to the important records. And when they got to the building, they were basically chased out or blocked from going in. There was the security, and even the Metro Police intervened in terms of them getting into the building. So that was quite hectic. There was confrontation. They were escorted out, like I mentioned, and then eventually they got their way back inside, where they showed the broken infrastructure, the decay, the neglect, all of this under the ANC's hand, or the current administration in Johannesburg's hand. Pastor Gav, what are your thoughts on that?
Look, clearly the whole situation here is one whereby the city's been hollowed out, and that is just a reality. I've said it before. If you look at the amount of money that is being paid by Johannesburg residents for rates and taxes and all of that sort of stuff, the question one has to ask is where's all the money going? What's happening to all of that cash? The thing at the end of the day is that that building housed most of the departments of the city of Johannesburg. And in particular with the records now, every house has got plans, and there's a set of authorized plans, and there's a history of plans for each one. And if you look at that mess, now you're going to have an audit that you're going to have to undertake in order to sort out all of those plans. But the problem is that there's plans missing there, and we don't know to what extent. So even when you fix up the mess, how are you going to find that out?
Yeah, I mean, she even mentioned the fact that people are bribing officials now to get their hands on some of these plans, and they're using it criminally, right? They're using it so that they can hijack buildings and all of these things. So I think what you just mentioned is something very important, because how will they know what is missing, especially in a state like this?
Yes.
Yeah, Black Man.
So can I just say one last thing? The reality is, and I do want to get back to this, is that Helen Zille has been touted obviously as a solution, and Black Knight's quite enamored. He's gone all the way from the EFF. Now it sounds like he's going towards the DA. Gigs, she said if she
That's
could
wild.
vote,
From the EFA.
Gigs said if she was a citizen, she'd vote for the DA. Because Helen Zille's doing some wonderful videos, and all of that, and she's
I
going.
did not say that. I just said I like what she's doing.
And she's going onto streets, and she's going in rubber dinghies on streets, and then she's swimming in potholes full of water, and, even putting on snorkeling gear and those flippers and things like that. So her campaign is very, very clever, and as someone that lives in Johannesburg, what I can tell you is that she's getting the attention of black people.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned because Black Knight wants to join the DA. That's what he said just now before the show. And
say that.
And you said you're very close to joining the
It's
DA.
confidential. It was just for you all.
Okay. All right. And so that concerns me. If
You've
black
got DA. What's the
I'm
supporters
sitting
busy watching this and saying, yes, we are doing it.
Now like we have
Probably
100
sending
plus
this
people
to-
watching now.
No.
Now it's like
my concern is that I'm sitting with the party. You know what I'm saying? In the room. If you know what I mean. DA, da. Okay. And so this is obviously it's a clever campaign. And looking at all of this destruction, it's quite easy to win votes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I maintain the infrastructure is crumbling, can be fixed very, very quickly.
Yeah.
People say it's going to take trillions, and it doesn't matter what it's going to take. The fact of the matter is it can, in my view, be fixed very quickly. The problem are the laws.
Yeah.
And Helen Zille is for the laws that are problematic.
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Black Knight, what are your thoughts?
my problem with Helen Zille, she supports pirates.
Yeah.
So
I was going to bring that
I'm also
up.
there. Figile Mbalula, I feel you. Just joking.
Does Mbulula support Chiefs?
He said no. He's like she shouldn't wear the Pirates T-shirt that the team that he loves, but he said we love. So Helen Zille is wearing that just to patronize the black people.
No. Can I tell you my issue? She went to a Lions game this past weekend. You know, the Lions were playing Connaught from Ireland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't wear a Lions shirt. Why not?
Shame.
She stood with the Lions mascot, if you look there.
That means she's a
But
true.
she's wearing red.
No, she's not.
She is. Okay, maroonish.
That's not red.
It's like a maroon.
Is that red?
It's like a maroon type of.
I rest my case. Is
now,
that red?
Helen Zille, I believe you a true pirate supporter now. Now I believe you.
She's standing here with all the Lions supporters with black top on. So it's like she's the
Nah,
shark.
she's a true pirate supporter. But other than that, I think, like I said the last time when we were speaking about Glenn Gordon Lewis, is that I think I'm for the fixing of the infrastructures and stuff, but I did go deep and listen to her speech that she did sometime last month. I think I also have the same concerns as Pastor Gavin, especially when she responded to Figile Mbalula's tweet about the whole Orlando Pirate thing. Obviously, I'm not saying it's wrong that she did, but for me, it just got my eyebrows raising, because when she mentioned the problems in South Africa, and one of them, or the last line, was also a pastor raping a minor. I'm not saying that is a problem, but the church part, because she highlighted the whole pastor thing. And maybe because there's that whole, I don't know what party he falls under, but he was wearing that star, that red star, pastor. That red star with the black
He's
cap.
a communist. Yeah.
Communist, yes. He said he's a Christian pastor, but that guy sounds gay. But he says he's a Christian pastor and he's against Helen Zille.
No, it doesn't sound gay. It sounds Gaza.
Nice. So that's I think that's the problem I have. Like Pastor just alluded, now that this obviously is a good campaign, hypothetically speaking, she wins. But then what comes after that, the laws that are going to be forced on people and stuff like that. And then I think, that's I don't know if, but I'll take the risk and saying that's something that I'm willing to fight when it comes.
Yeah. Like I totally agree that it's a campaign strategy. I mean, with all the potholes, she's hitting the nail on the head in terms of the issues, and she's coming into the people. The fact that she was at the games, whether it was the Lions games, I mean, Joe Burton's are Lions supporters,
Except for gigs. She supports the damn Bulls.
Oh.
Eish, you know what, Neil?
Whoa, she's blue.
It's okay.
She's really DA. she's
every
really
Monday,
DA. She's
every Monday is
blue.
a blue Monday for her.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to support the Bulls as well, guys. I'm just
No, it's
saying.
not.
I'm just saying.
No, it's
You
not.
know? Like if we all support one,
That's like supporting Hitler in World War II.
Whoa.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
that is very
That's
hectic.
deep.
That is very hectic. But anyways, we're not a sports show. We are speaking about politics. And I'm just joking. But what's this? If you look, she's with the people. She was there at the Lions games. She was there at the Pirates game. So she's on both, she's basically trying to get in with both sides, with the black people and with the white people. And she's in the townships with the potholes and things like that. And she's obviously, the whole thing with the Metro Center is not something new. She didn't show us something that people didn't really know about. But then the campaign and the time that she's bringing out these videos and things like that is a very, very good strategy. And I remember having a conversation with someone recently, just looking at the deterioration that has happened in Johannesburg, even in some of the areas in the north. You actually see how it's deteriorating, and the areas are not being the infrastructure is not being looked after, and stuff. And if we could just have government that really looks after the people, and things like that. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the full policy, what they stand for. Yes, they're making us look at the nice things and the things that we're excited about. But then when we look at the rest of the policy and the things that they stand for, as a Christian, we're basically looking at where do I stand in terms of those things. But you know what? I don't vote. So I can just comment on these things. What's the Gavin? What are your last thoughts?
From that.
Yeah. Look, the campaign's very clever.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke about this before briefly, Gigs. But she's obviously going to be a real threat.
Yeah.
And there's some serious election machinery that is going on. And, looking at that, there is a chance she can win.
Yeah.
I felt that because people in Joburg, irrespective of their racial profile or their creed or whatever, they're concerned about the state of Johannesburg.
Yeah.
So she is a threat there. But I just maintain, from a person who's a pastor and a Christian, there's a lot of the issues that we've got with the government from a church perspective, which she's not going to solve. In fact, some of them she may even make them worse. And, there's certain laws that need to be changed in South Africa, and she's not going to be the one to do that. So, I still personally have my reservations there, but I have to give her 20 out of 10 for the election campaign.
Yeah.
South Africa, I don't know if it's ever seen an election campaign like this. And she's winning over people.
She is. She really is.
I mean, Black Knight wants to join the DA. He said it. Elijah on live on air, he doesn't want to because he's scared that some of his people might see it. Because, he's supposed to be ANC, this guy. But anyway.
Oh, no.
The guy's saying, I'm this close to joining the DA.
That's deep. That's crazy.
Then we go live on air. Then we told some secret, and now we put him in danger, and the Secret Service of Donald Trump is going to come after him and stuff like that. But seriously, though, putting the jokes aside, there are black podcasters that are talking very favorably about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot.
And, everyone's talking about these videos. Because although I'm not a DA supporter, I love the videos.
That's
I never, this thing where she gets into a dinghy with a road that's flooded and starts floating down, with oars, like she's on a dam, or she gets her snorkel gear and goes into a pothole, where there's water coming out from the Vol Dam.
And you see, they built a zip line. There was a sinkhole in front of somebody's, the entrance of one of these complexes and things like that. And they were complaining how they've been complaining to the municipality and stuff. And then, that's the video.
That video.
Crazy.
And then what's this? They basically put up these things, and then there's a whole zip line.
There's a hole
Yeah,
by the road.
Yeah, no.
So now she gets out the car.
Zip lining to go over. That's crazy.
And it's a deep hole, eh?
It's a very deep
It's not a-
hole.
it's
like,
not a-
guys, how
it's
do
not
we
a little
allow?
hole.
Yeah, how do we allow such a serious sinkhole?
Eh? Yeah, so she's calling people now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a very crazy video. Yeah.
But people who say that South Africa's finished. Helen Zille's campaign shows, number one, the resilience of the South African people.
Yeah, that's true.
And doesn't matter whether, which racial group they come from, which language group, whatever. South Africans know how to laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know another country that would... Can you imagine this in the UK or France? I mean, would you have a campaign like this and everyone's laughing?
Yeah. Black Knight, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I think she might obviously not get the 51% that she's looking for. That's what I think. I'm not sure. But definitely, I think from this campaign, she will get voters. So they might finally pass the 36% mark. I believe that they will do. They'll probably get your 27, 28. And then in Joburg, I'm just happy that she's here as also a good opponent. She's not just a pushover or I want to please the ANC type of party or type of person. She's really putting in the work and is challenging the governing party, which is Banyaza. So it's really a good thing to also have her around. So even if she doesn't, this is my thing to Helen. If you do come across this, please, even if you don't get the 50 that you're looking for, do not leave yet. There's still a lot of time. Yes.
You see
Me
now.
to you, Helen. That's me to you.
Listen, for anyone that's doubting,
That's my final thoughts right there.
Black not saying that he's not thinking of joining the DA. Listen to what he just said. Exhibit A.
No, but that's for fixing the lights and the water.
In Isaiah chapter
Exhibit
10,
A.
in Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1 to 2, it says, "Woe to those who make unjust laws, to those who issue oppressive decrees, depriving the poor of their rights."
Well, what Helen Zille is exploiting is exactly that. Unjust rulers lead to, the theft of resources. And the theft of resources always will hurt the poor first.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. The rich can pay their way out of a problem like this. When the government hospitals are messed, the rich just get medical aids, etc., etc., etc. And the reality at the end of the day is, one shudders to think about the amounts of money that are being stolen. out of the coffers of the Johannesburg City Council. Because again, I maintain, if you look at the amount of rates and taxes that people are paying, and they're very quick to shut you down if you don't pay. They're very quick. Within 1 or 2 days, if your municipal bill is late, within 1 or 2 days, you're getting a pre-termination notice that they're going to cut you off and switch your power off and things like that. And, so where's all that money going? All right. And it's going into people's pockets that shouldn't be receiving the money. So at the end of the day, those that are in power have opened the door to a campaign like this, because, you can only let things degrade to such an extent. And then in a society like South Africans, where you can't keep people quiet, they're going to start making jokes about it. And it's going to be discussed and it's going to be exposed. And so, what I want to encourage every single leader in South Africa is get to the Lord. Because even the DA is not a biblical party. So they get into power, guess what? Put them in power for 30 years. What, you think they're not going to be like the ANC? They're going to be fat cats just like the ANC. And that's a reality. They're great while they're in opposition, and then they get into power, and then things start happening. And that happens because the pull of the flesh is too strong. And the Bible says that if you are led by the Spirit, you will not gratify the desires of your sinful nature. And those are the kind of people that we need in leadership positions in South Africa. People that are led by the Holy Spirit. I believe South Africa is a Christian nation. Over 85% of the South Africans in the last census declared that they were Christian. We are a Christian nation. This thing that says we're not a Christian nation, I reject that outright. We are a Christian nation. And we need Christian leaders who are going to be led by the Holy Spirit, that are going to follow the word of God in their heart, in their soul, and by their actions and by their deeds. And that is what I want to encourage you. If you're a South African and you're voting in the local government elections that are going to be coming up, in October, November, December, somewhere, January next year, somewhere in that period, we're going to have our local government elections. I think they have to happen by the end of January 2027. We don't know the exact date yet. We'll know in about July, August. But you really need to vote your Christian values. You need to vote for people that live with the aim of being led by the Spirit. Because that's the only way all of this stuff's going to get fixed.
So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been an amazing show right here on Active FM, where radio has never been better. I'm your girl Cynthia, but you can call me Gix. And with me in studio we've had
Gavin Enston,
Pastor Gavin Enston, and
the Black Knight.
The Black Knight, right here on the political show, where Christ politics is
hot politics.
Hot politics.
This is the political show.